Hello everyone. Apologies, we are already behind time, I think around 12 minutes. And also thank you all for showing up. This is, it shows the huge respect that you have for what I've started to do, but also for the agenda that we put on the table. Delia was supposed to be here to help me with moderation, but she has some urgent matters, so she will come a little bit late. And in the meantime, I will help her to moderate the program. And as you can see, the main motive for the program that we have today is to discuss how can we overcome unemployment challenge for the international talents here in Finland. I think you must all agree with me that in the media, all over the world, the media has claimed that Finland needs international talents so much. But at the same time, for the international talents who are already here in Finland, they find it so difficult to get into the employment industry. Now, I'm speaking only for the international talents because I myself, I am operating in Finland. So later on, we will see that the challenge is not only for the internationals. There are also many Finnish people who are struggling finding jobs. Some are graduates, master's degree, some are PhD graduates and still they're struggling. So we are not saying we are the only ones who find it difficult to get jobs. It's everyone. But we want to discuss more what can we do in order to make sure that we contribute something to, if not to reduce, then to overcome it altogether. So we have some speakers, I would say, maybe organizations or representatives from some organization. They will come and speak a little bit, introduce themselves, what they do. And after that, I will do some presentation to present the idea that I had. And then after that, I'm expecting to have a conversation, questions and answers. And I believe this is a good start to head in the direction that we're heading. I believe any challenge, regardless of how big it can be, it always starts with conversation. If you sit down and talk, always the way is found. So I would like to begin by welcoming Marko Pietilä. Just to let you know that we, of course, I, representing the International Talents in Kuopio, have organized this event, and I have organized it in collaboration with the Talent Hub in Eastern Finland. Talent Hub has been very cooperative and very supportive, and we have been able to access this facility because of Talent Hub. Please, can we join our hands for Marko, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, I'm Marko Pietilä. I'm working here in UEF, just upstairs over there at the development services. And over there I'm working as international coordinator. And at the moment I'm working in this Talent Hub. So Talent Hub Eastern Finland, it's a Erasmus project. So we got a pretty nice sum of money from the European Union, and with that we are running the project. And the whole idea of this Talent Hub Eastern Finland is to help our international students to find jobs from Eastern Finland and help you with your career. And as you can see from the leaflet, there is 6 different educational institutions. So we, as University of Eastern Finland, then there's University of Applied Sciences, Gerly and Savonia, and then there are also vocational schools, Riveria, Sakky and Xyeanne. So Gerly is from Joensuu, Savonia is from Kuopio, Riveria also from Joensuu, then there's Sakky is from Kuopio or from NorthSavo, and Xyeanne is from Upper Savo, so it's Iisalmi region. So that's how it goes. And there is altogether something like 20 to 30 people working on this. Some of us are working like full-time, as I am. I'm getting my whole salary from this project now, but some of them are only 50% or 20%, so it really depends. And from the leaflet, you can see when you fold it open, the path that we are like, this is our planet path for our international talents. So the first thing, of course, is learning Finnish. So we are helping on that also. So of course, each of the institutions, they have their own systems for serving our students. So they like here in University of Eastern Finland, we have this language center, and over there you can get courses, Finnish courses. But then we are thinking something different. So we are trying to find another way. We are not like competing with the language center. We are just finding another ways. For example, now in Joensuu campus, we are starting cooperation with the home economics. So home economics students, the Finnish students, they are now inviting international students from Joensuu area to come to these kind of cooking classes, which are held in Finnish. So you can imagine, cooking classes, it's a perfect way to start learning Finnish from the basics. Yeah, of course, after if we get very positive results from that, in Joensuu we are bringing the same system here in Kuopio also. So that's one example how we are helping. Another way that we are in this Finnish learning, what we are doing, we are helping the companies. So the companies in the area, we are help them how to help their employees learn Finnish. So many of the companies, they already have international talents, and they would like to help their employees to learn Finnish, but they don't have resources. So we can help on that. Then another next step is, of course, understanding the local way of working. For that, we are now building a MOOC course, so it's like an open massive course for everybody. So it's an online course free for everybody. It will be open on early spring. So we are now working with that, and we hope that that's going to give very valuable information from different aspects of working life. How to contact employee, how to do your CV, what kind of employee benefits there are in Finland, whatever. And then, of course, once it's open, we hope that the ones who are taking the course will also give feedback to us to make it even better. Then the third thing, building networks. I think that's even more important than learning Finnish. In Finland, we are such a small nation that, in such a small cities like Kuopio and Joensuu in this area, the Finns, the local people, they tend to know each other already quite well. So when we are applying job, many times we already know somebody from the workplace. We can get references and recommendations easily that way. But for our international students, it's not so easy. We don't have the connections like the locals do. So we are trying to help on that. We have the most effective thing what we have at the moment going on is the mentoring program. I'm responsible on that together with my colleague from Savonia, Minna Tarvainen. So in mentoring program, we are now just ended the recruitment for mentoring programs. So we ended to have something like 35 different mentors from different working life experts. So we have experts from from the working life. We have 10 different companies who are taking part of the mentoring. So there is companies, there are different professionals from different areas of working life doing the mentoring, and then each of the mentors, they will take 2 to 5 students in mentoring group. And you do the math from 35 mentors, you end up to pretty significant number of international talents who can get the mentoring through us. We already ended the application period for the mentees already, and we got something like 165 applications, and we are now trying to find a mentoring group for each of them. So I think this is going to be very efficient way to introduce a large number of our international talents to the companies and the professionals in this area. Then we have another project going on right now. It's called Kuopio Talents. We are training a group of students from different disciplines, and we are sending them to the companies to do marketing about their own study program, about their own skills, their own competencies. I think this is going to be very interesting. Let's see how it goes. We are now starting and piloting it. It's the first time. But I think the problem often is that our employers, they really don't have a clue what kind of education our students are getting from the university and University of Applied Sciences. For example, in the University of Eastern Finland, we have something like 30 different international master programs. And many times the employers, they don't know what you are studying with here. So yeah, hopefully this helps the situation. And then of course, showing your skills to employers. So we are also developing different ways to show your skills. Of course, traditional CV, but also portfolios and things like that. So that's one thing what we are developing, different ways for that. And then of course, the way to show your skills depends also about which educational institution you are from. So there's differences, but now we are combining our efforts and we can learn from each other. So, for example, the Talent Hub team members who are usually working in the career services of the university, they have learned a lot from the career services of the vocational schools. And now we can combine our expertise and develop the whole system further. And then we have this kind of find a missing piece. So that's about the talents themselves. So many times, especially for our university students, they have a very good knowledge about theoretical skills. They have a lot of expertise, for more theoretical skills and things like that. But then the employer is asking something more practical. And we are hoping to help on that. So with this kind of a collaboration, we can, for example, ask if there is that kind of courses or education in the vocational schools or in the University of Applied Sciences and get that skill for this particular talent from different schools. So the really the cooperation can, with the cooperation we can do that also. And then the last page. This might be the most important page. So actually, we are building this kind of talent pool. So the idea is that we want to know who our talents are, what kind of skills they are, what kind of previous education they have, and what kind of working experience our talents have. This is the information which is quite often lacking. We don't know. We know what you are doing here in the university or different educational institutions, but we don't know what is your previous experience. And then when the companies come and ask from us, do you have that kind of talent? It might be missing from us, but we don't know. So with this kind of talent pool survey, we try to help the situation. So please take the QR code and go to the questionnaire. It's quite large questionnaire, so reserve time to answer to it. It might take something like half an hour to answer to all of those questions, but the better you answer to those, the better we can serve you. So yeah, that's something that we are working with at the moment also. And here you can see some of our names. And for example, here you can find me, Marko Pietilä. So my email address is over there. And I'm really involved in the mentoring program, and then also different activities where we are trying to connect the companies and the employers with our talents. So that's my work. But yeah, like my colleague Hanna Reinikainen from the Career Services, she's actually the one in our university. If you want to contact the Career Services, Hanna might be the closest one to take contact. Okay, I guess that's all from me. And please, you all have the leaflets now, so that's good.
Please, let's give a round of applause. That was week one. You know, one thing I've learned from philosophy, I think now I'm becoming a philosopher, is that the quality of development of any area always reflects the contribution of the members in that place. You see? So if you are here and you kind of becoming, you are trying to contribute weekly because you think there's no one, there's somebody else should have been here, I think you are the reason this place feels like it sucks. So please, let's give another hand of applause, put some more energy, and we can make this place even more, late.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I have to leave. Yeah, next 15 minutes. So if you have anything to ask, please ask before I leave.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, I would welcome representatives from the International House.
We work there, and we have separate parts as International House from Monday to Thursday to 12 to 3, and you can come and ask any questions related, whatever you need help regarding Finland, paperwork, applications. So we reserve the time to help you there. So if you don't understand anything, you have questions, please don't hesitate to come and visit us. We will figure it out. It's the service that I didn't have 22 years ago, and you see, I'm living, I'm here, ta-da! So if I can make it, then you can make it too. So, anything else that I left out? No? Any questions? Not yet? But you will see me around until the end of this year. Let's see what's going to happen next year. But yeah, welcome, and it will be fine. Just keep trying.
Thank you so much, please. Let's give another applause for Gerly. Did you introduce everybody? I'm sorry, I'm so busy with many things. Your name. Did you introduce your names?
Oh,
Please.
I'm sorry, as you know, that this old saying that everybody knows the monkey, but monkey doesn't know anyone, so I assume that you know me because I'm the joke of the house. I'm Gerly, Matihaldi. Actually, I'm from Estonia, so yeah. So you can find me with my name as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to welcome Xyeanne. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, please. Please, let's join our hands for Xyeanne exchange.
Yes. Hi everyone, my name is Xyeanne. I'm the president of NorthSavo Entrepreneurship Society. Have you heard of Wolt? Who here has used Wolt? Yes, almost everyone. So Wolt is a delivery app that is famous here in Finland. It is founded here in Finland. Do you know what Silo AI is? Silo AI is the largest private AI laboratory in Europe, and it was recently acquisitioned by AMD, the one that makes those chips in your computers. So what do these two companies have in common? These companies are founded by Entrepreneurship Society members. And according to the Startup Foundation, there are over 150 active companies founded by ES alumni. So basically, ES alumni are like members of entrepreneurship societies. Around 20% of previous ES board members have become entrepreneurs, and more than 1.1 billion euros in venture capital was raised by ES alumni companies. So, this is where we go now, NCS. Do you know that in 2023, there was only 17 entrepreneurship societies in Finland, and Kuopio or NorthSavo was not part of it. So that's why we are here. We founded NorthSavo Entrepreneurship Society to help students build or launch their own startups. Our mission is to empower entrepreneurs in the NorthSavo region by providing unparalleled support, resources, and expertise, fostering growth and innovation through a community led by entrepreneurs. Yeah, it's okay. Very professional. I feel so tall. Yes. And our vision is to be the premier hub for entrepreneurial excellence in the NorthSavo, a catalyst for business growth, innovation, and global connectivity, making us the first choice for entrepreneurs seeking to transform their visions into reality. So basically, in short, what we wanted is to help you build your own startup, or if you're interested in working in startups or just entrepreneurship in general, we are here to help. So these are our events for the year. We have the Sip and Connect. It's an ES lunch coffee, so it's during mealtime, around 12 to 2 p.m. We are open here in one of the meeting rooms over there. You will see our logo, and you just come, drink some coffee, have chat, and get connected with us. Next is our Sculpt series. So it's a series of workshops. First, on the 13th of November, we have the personal branding workshop, which will be held here in Snellmania Lounge at 5 to 7 p.m. We also have community hangout. So if you're familiar with Kukula, it's the building in between UEF and Savonia. So we have our own co-working space there. We are trying to fix it so it will be more cozy and comfortable for all of you, so you can hang out there and just chill. We will get it rolling. And one of our events is Founder Stories. So in Founder Stories, we invite founders of startups to talk about their experiences and their hardships and how they were able to overcome them. So last Wednesday, we actually had a panel discussion with Business Center at NorthSavo Ventures. Business Center, if you know, they are in the Savonia side, so they're helping early stage startups to grow. And NorthSavo Ventures is a venture capital here in the NorthSavo region. Yes, so what is our plans for next year? So we are very new compared to the other ES organizations, but next year we are very ambitious. We want to have accelerator programs, one in spring and one in the fall. So have you heard of draft program by Business Center? Yes, of course, Marko observed it. But the draft program is like an accelerator program, but it's mostly for early stage startup. So what if you just have a business idea and you don't know, like, is it actually possible or not? This is where we come into play. So we bridge the gap between the draft program and your business idea. Next will be hackathons. We will have hackathons I will discuss this further, but with Talent Hub. And we're planning to have hackathons with e-Salmi companies, Ponce, Normet, those big guys over there, and with Varkaus companies as well, Olvi, what else is there? Andritz, and Estora and Sumitomo, and with tech companies in Kuopio. And during the summer, we're planning to have startup cases. This basically is because I'm also an international business student in Savonia. It's quite difficult to find internship programs in startups or small companies because they don't have the resources, but they really need talents. So with this startup cases, we're planning to form teams and try to solve problems. So it's quite of similar with the Future Talents, so we'll probably have a collaboration after our meeting. Yes. And again, founder stories and scout workshops, and of course, excursions. So in Finland, there's a lot of different companies that are international, and we would certainly learn from them. So we're planning to do excursions in Lappeenranta, in Helsinki, and hopefully soon international as well. Other ES organizations are actually having excursions as well in Silicon Valley, and we hope to do that in the coming years. So, how to be involved? Follow us on Instagram at NorthSavo ES, Facebook NorthSavo Entrepreneurship Society, and we're also in LinkedIn. Yes, one more slide. And join us. Please scan this QR code for our Telegram group, and you can hear more details about our upcoming events and activities. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and you can contact us on here in Telegram or on all our social media. Once again, I'm Xyeanne. I'm the president of NorthSavo Entrepreneurship Society. Thank you.
Please, round of applause for Tarja. Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We are not in the worship house or something like that. So feel free to ask any question. I would like to welcome next Tarja Kekäläinen from Tarja Talks. Please, let's welcome her.
I've seen some familiar faces, so I think that some of you has been in my trainings. I have trained 10 years entrepreneurs in Northern Savo, Northern Karelia, Kainuu, Middle Finland, Satakunta, actually almost all over the Finland. And I have had bit more than 3,500 students, and they are in Finnish students and also foreigners and international students. And everything that is common to us is that we want to be an entrepreneurs. And this training that I have had is held by ELY-keskus and TE office, and now that's ending. But I'm still doing that in my own company, as I have started 11 years ago. And today I wanted you to understand some facts that when you are having some talent, you have a passion to something. So isn't it so that when you have a passion, you do that with whole heart? Isn't it so? That's something. And this is what entrepreneurship is for me. It's everything, actually. I'm so passionate, so I decided that when I make a company, I will do it so that I can help the others that has the same passion. Not like I'm teaching you to be an entrepreneur. No, let's find together that passion and then make that as a successful business. And that's it. And this is my values, this is my mission, to be and teach and coach entrepreneurs and those that wants to be an entrepreneur. I have had a lot of people from universities and applied sciences and all these students from the different kind of schools, and of course those that doesn't know what to do and that just has a dream that, hey, I want to do difference. Want to make difference. I want to do something different. I want to walk my way. And that's the point that I want to meet you and talk with you. What is the entrepreneurship and how you can build your future with that possibility. How many of you has sometimes thought that, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do something special. Oh, I love this. Yes, great. So what is stopping you? Come on. Tell me.
The fear from lack of knowledge. Where's the first step that I could start?
The most important step, the first step. Yeah, that's it. And that's, what about others? What is holding you back? Language. Yep. There is one thing also. We have this kind of barriers that, okay, I cannot do it because I don't speak Finnish. I cannot do it because I don't know how to do it. But there is always somebody that wants to help you. First time in the whole world you can see my webpage. I made it last night. So just for you. This is just made for you. Okay, so I have this Success Mind Factory has been in with me. I think that 11 years that I have been always thinking that I want to make a Success Mind Factory, because mind is always something that is fascinating me. So how the mind is working, and that's why I'm starting with my business ideas and everything. Okay, I need to be there. Okay, I don't know. Let's be there here. Okay. And don't look at me. Okay, that's something that I'm always thinking that mind is avoiding or helping us. Actually, it's helping us to avoid some troubles. But yes, it's also keeping us to do something we want to, because we start thinking too much, and we don't find and we don't search the paths. And I'm a quite good path seeker, so that I can make that path with you when you think about entrepreneurship or being my own having my own business and being there doing what I love to do and so on. I have started my first business was in 90s actually. I was living in a little village, and we started a pizzeria with my brother. We don't have any education for doing food for people, but we liked pizza, and it was quite new, and there was nobody doing it in that village. So I would We were thinking that, okay, I like to be in kitchen, okay, I can make pizzas. And we made it. You know what I learned with that business? I learned that you need to plan a bit what you do. Because when we didn't plan anything, we just started making that pizza and selling it and having good time and enjoying our lives. What happened? Everybody in that village, every single restaurant and kiosk and grill started to sell pizzas because they noticed that, okay, this is working, this is good. We didn't have any plan. We need to close up that pizzeria because we didn't know what to do when there was a competition. And that time I was thinking that, oh, I wish that there was somebody, some coach which will help us how to cope with this system and this competition and what to do and how we can proceed. But there was nobody. And it started from there. I started to think that, okay, entrepreneurs are quite alone. They need help. And they need help for those that has done that. The old way to say, been there, done that, is keeping quite a lot experience. Because my motto is that I'm making the mistakes, or I have made the mistakes already, so you don't need to do them. I help you there. And that's why I love to be there in teaching and coaching entrepreneurs that are finding their passion and finding their path in the, for example, in Finnish society. I help with the laws, I help with the marketing, I help to establishing the company, all those steps that you need. And I have helped Ezekiel also, yeah, and some of you familiar faces there. Yes. I noticed that there is a familiar faces there, and I know that we have been talking a lot of different kind of things and looking at how you can find it, your passion way and your future from there. So that's the point that I'm very close to your business, and when I think that I have trained more than 3,500 students, so I know quite well all the business fields and different kind of companies that we have. So it's quite easy for me to get ideas and like show you what you can do. And I'm good at digging talents also, so that we can together build a very good business. So that's the way that I'm working, and that's the way what I'm doing, and it's all my passion. It's I'm always laughing to my friends that, you know, when you go to work, you feel quite frustrated, maybe stressed out, and so on. Okay, my aura shows to me that when I'm having a webinar with my students, 3-hour webinar, actually I'm recovering. That's the point. Everything is green, everything is fine when I'm talking and telling to the students that how you can build your future and how you can build your business. So that shows that it's a passion more than a professional actually, or profession. I have studied in this university also. What I was thinking 9 years ago, I graduated. My business field, my thesis was in business field and being an entrepreneur, and I made a curriculum, and I made a survey for those entrepreneurs that were starting their businesses, and they were having coaching there in their businesses in that startup time. So that is it affecting to the business, and is it affecting to the company that it's getting succeed and going to good way all the time and getting better and bigger. And it showed that survey that I made, it showed that yes, those that you had coaching, they'll succeed better than those that didn't had it. So I think that the coaching is very important for all of the entrepreneurs. And especially when you have some issues with languages or understanding the culture or laws or regulations or everything. So there should be somebody who is helping you to understand them and help. And I know that I have so many customers, also Finnish ones, that they have been customers like 4 years and so on. So they have been getting my help every day almost. And that's the way that I'm working. So I'm working with the group coaching, and then the personal coaching, and then I have this training where you can build your business plan and apply startup grant and all this kind of stuff. So I have 3 different kind of helping systems for all the students and customers. And I think that it's really important because I understand all those issues that you have in the moment, that you are thinking that, oh, I would love to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know if I can, if I have enough talent, if I know enough, if I can speak the language, can I get customers, how I manage, do I have enough money or anything like that. So I will solve with you those issues and we will find the way. I want to show you before in Success Mind Factory. You can find me from all the social media with Success Mind Factory, and Success Mind is my page also. And I want to raise from there one of my students. I don't know if you are familiar with him, but this Daddy Diesel brand that was a couple of years ago my student, and he started with, he was you can find him in YouTube. He was doing YouTube channel, the American in Finland kind of affiliate or this kind of channel there. And after that we were looking that he can make a profitable business, and he got the startup grants and he started growing. Now he's doing this voice acting and start looking from him. He's a very good example for succeed person who didn't let those barriers hinder him taking what he wants to do. And it's an amazing story that he has done there. And I think that he's one that you can think that he's like an example for you that anything is possible. You just need to train your mind to understand your value, and then you find out how to build the business. And there I can help you quite a lot. What do you think? What is the most important thing to be an entrepreneur? What it is?
I would say a will to do. A will to do it.
Yeah, just that when you want that enough, so you go through that gray stone, as we are telling people. Yeah, that might be very good. Yeah, you need to believe. You need to believe in yourself and your idea. I know a lot of business ideas that hasn't got a startup grant, has been for professional, has said that this will never ever succeed. But when the entrepreneur, the person has decided that I will do it, they have done it and succeed. So you need to believe in yourself, your talents, and you need to believe your ideas and then grow them. If you have any questions to me, so please ask. And thank you for letting me come here.
Thank you so much. Please, let's join our hands for Tarja.
Do you close it?
Very strong and very heavy speech. Tarja has trained me, I think, on two, not I think, actually it's on two courses. So we did entrepreneurship course. I was with my brother there, Mohammed. And also she pulled me through on the second course. It was in Finnish. And I barely know a few words. I did the first and second days. After that, I said, I need to get out of this one. She looked for me, and then she had to encourage me, please go through this. Actually, it is very important because it is through going through that hard environment that you can get to at least open up your ear and something like that. It's very difficult, but she pulled me through. And I'm glad I did that because I finished it. So thank you so much, Tarja, for that.
But you were willing to do it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so next I think I will do a presentation. Now I hope this is going to be as well. And like I said in the very beginning, the main motive of this meeting is to discuss how can we overcome unemployment challenge that is facing the international talents in Kuopio. And once again, to put an emphasis, when I say international, I don't necessarily mean foreigners, but I simply mean a platform where every person from every nation is included in the plan. This is what I mean when I say international. So even if you are a Finn, you are still included into this thing that I'm about to speak. So I will discuss very briefly first with, I think I would like to give inspiration and insights. Tarja has mentioned that you need to believe that you can do something in order to do it. And not only Tarja, I think many other philosophers and public speakers, if you listen to them, they will say the first thing you need to believe that you can do it. Even now, I don't know how many people maybe are Christians or Muslims here, or I don't know about other religions, but I'm a Christian. And from the Bible, there is also that verse that when you believe, that is when you are going to achieve it. So anything is possible to whom who believe that everything is possible. So we need inspiration and insights. I will also discuss the difference between few terms. Please help me to track time. I have so many words, I could spend 2 hours. I need to speak before, what's the time now? 3:07. 3:07, thank you. So please, 3:20, let me know so I can talk up. Yes, so we'll also discuss about this international talents in Kuopio. I know many people, you have now heard me talking about it, but I believe most of you don't have a clear picture. So I will try today to give a better picture of this community that I wish we establish together and how we can implement that, and also what should we look forward to achieve with this community. So by beginning, I would like to recall one of the statements that I earned from one of my mentors. I mentioned one of the videos. This mentor I'm talking about, he doesn't know me, he doesn't know my name, he doesn't even know I exist. I'm talking about Leslie Brown. I've been listening to his speech. If you know him, then it's great. So he has this statement. He says, I don't know you, but one thing which I know about you is that you have something special in you, something that you can change the world with. And also what I personally believe is that everybody in this planet, you have been blessed with a particular talent, particular skill that no other person has. That is something which I know. Something which you can teach someone or you can serve someone else. Everyone on this earth has something that is unique. And also this statement, your uniqueness is your brand, I also get from Tarja. In our first course, she discussed it and emphasized it so much until I remember today that do not always wish to be like somebody else. Your uniqueness is your own brand. And if you really work on it properly enough, you can become something, or you can become successful easy in that area. you only need to consider some factors around that. So we have many people, of course myself included, have graduated in some program, and then after graduation I see this area is not paying. Nowadays maybe another field is paying more, so I have to take another degree in another area. Sometimes that can be so destructive to an extent that you always have to start. You don't finish what you start, but always you have to start something new. And last two statements, you have a talent. Like I said, everybody has something unique, everybody has a talent. We will discuss more later, and you can change the world. You have to believe that in order to start to do anything. Like I said, I'm Christian and I'm not trying to preach, but these are the Bible verses that I remember them, and most of my philosophy that I'm using, they are based on this. So the key, I think, to achieve any success in life that I've learned is to be able to contribute, not to collect or to take from others, to contribute. And if you would study all the societies in the world, the societies or group of people who are considered successful, they are the most givers than the other ones who are not considered successful. That is my personal observation. I might be wrong, but that's how I see it. And so from Luke 6:38, it says, "Give it and it will be given you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be poured into your lap." Which means when you give, you will get more. Of course, many people, they capture the picture of walking around the street and giving somebody a coin and imagining tomorrow I will get 10 coins. I don't think it works like that. But we will discuss more. And also another verse from Matthew 25:29 says, "For whoever that has more will get more. And whoever has little, even that little he has, will be taken from them." This statement is very cruel, but it's how the world operates. This is how it operates. And I think this is where, as international talents in Kuopio, we are supposed to learn from this statement. We will see as I continue. So I would like to discuss some differences because I believe proper understanding or proper interpretation of a particular term or word can lead to proper action. If you misinterpret something, then probably you will have some misactions in that time. If you misinterpret somebody as if he's hating you, probably you will react in such a manner that he's hating you. Sometimes you can meet with somebody, his mind is not there, he's thinking about somebody else, his face has a lot of wrinkles, and you can think this guy is looking at me with hate, so probably doesn't like me. And for some reason, if he's approaching you, you can even throw a punch quickly. But maybe later you can come to realize he didn't even have anything to do with you, he was doing something else. But that was interpreted. You interpreted it that way, and then So with the right interpretation of events and people and everything else, it gives you a particular mindset, and your mindset is your driver. Regardless of the resources you have, regardless of the education, regardless of the wealth that you have. We hear every day from the news, we have some people living in some places, great resources, great wealth, but they are still living in horrible, poor conditions. I think mindset is one of the sources. So I will go very quickly to discuss the difference, and I think this is where we need to understand more. So Finland at the moment, like I said in the beginning, is being regarded as one of the countries which needs a lot of international talents. That's how the media puts it. Of course, for the past few days, maybe it's starting to change a little bit. They are now reporting some of the talents leaving the country, going to other countries. But I think over a long time we've been told that Finland needs a lot of talent. But as I said, on the other side of the coin, we have a lot of talented people in Finland who find it very difficult to get into the job industry. Very, very difficult. But we have to understand, what's the difference between the need and demand? I think there is. I'm not an expert in language, but the way I could break this is that A need is something which everybody needs in order to maybe, first of all, to fulfill the needs, to fulfill oneself, but also just out of desires or something like that. And demand is a need which is falling within the feasible range. I can give an example. So if I have just started working this month, and I get a salary of 500 euros a month, and then on my way outside, I say a Porsche, very new Porsche, brand new, maybe 2024 brand. Maybe they sell it about 100,000 euros. Does it? I think probably I will just walk past it, and I will never be bothered. I will only wish I had it, but I will never be bothered. Not because I don't need the car, but because I don't demand it. It doesn't fall within the feasible range. My salary does not satisfy, so I will not even think about it. But the more I earn more, to the extent that I think I'm going to buy this car, then all of a sudden, if I sit outside, I will be bothered. I have to get this car. If I sleep, I wake up, I will be thinking about this car. So I have to get it. So that's the difference. You demand something which you think it's already within the region that you can get. Maybe you go to K market, you know they have milk. That means it falls into the demand area. But you go to the K market and expecting to get a product that you can get from the hospital, that's different. So I think Finland has a need of talents, extreme need of talents, because I've accessed many offices. I think you have seen I've been very active on social media. I've posted a lot. Today I'm this office, today I'm that office. In all of the offices I've seen, in all of the offices I've been, I've seen this huge demand of people. I mean, huge need of talents. This is one example, what you saw today. You see me struggling with a camera, and my friend here to come and help me with the photography. I needed a photographer. So this is what I'm talking about. Everything that you see is missing here. That translates into a need. But I would have demanded somebody if I had, first of all, knew somebody is there, but also I have resources to pay him. So everything is arranged, then that falls into demand. So when it comes to Finland, demand for now is very low because the resources are low, but also the employers need to organize, to calculate the salary, what is he going to do, something like that. And at the end of the day, when you ask for an open vacancy, I will tell you, we don't have any open vacancies because calculations need to be made, resources need to be there. But the need is there. That's the biggest difference. And quickly, difference between talent and expert, as I said, you are a talent. And being an expert is simply knowing something that other people doesn't know. Thank you. We need 10 more minutes to complete. Yeah, so for you to be a talent, that means you have to know something which other people don't know, or you are doing better than them. That's the simple meaning of it. And as I said, everybody of us is having a particular talent. But the difference between a talent and a help seeker is that a help seeker is somebody who doesn't have any ability. They need help in order to get out of the situation. At the moment, most of us, we have considered ourselves to be here. We are in Finland needing help to find jobs. But we have completely eliminated ourselves from the talent. But something which I think caught my attention is that I went back and started to listen to the media and something else. Most of us, especially for those who came to Finland through studies, we are being regarded as talents, not labor workers or something like that. We are being regarded as experts. That's what I've realized. So as experts, we are supposed to be the helpers of Finland. We are supposed to be the helpers of the society, not the ones who are supposed to seek help. And also value demonstration, which is still our talent demonstration, is that I believe many businesses are interested in the value, not the skill or talent demonstration. Quick example, I've also given this example several times. If I tell you that I can use Microsoft Office Word, that is a skill. And At the moment, I think almost everybody can do that because computers are so common. Everybody can use, or not everyone, but most of the people, they can use that. Thank you. But when you use the other statement that I am capable of producing flyers or marketing materials, or I can make a particular product, or I can make a logo, this will have a different impact from any business organization than if you would just say I can use Word, or I can use Photoshop, or I can use this. So for us, we have been making efforts to show to the employers, I've graduated from this course, but we don't show the value. So the businesses, they find it hard to know whom they should go for help. And I think I can just go to the next page. So maybe I can go straight to talk about the international talents in Kuopio. So what I wish for our community to achieve, or maybe I can start with a strategy. These are going to be the main strategy, or the things which will differentiate this community plus other existing communities. First of all, I wish us to start knowing each other by our talents. And as you can see today, I have help on the camera there. I have some help also on another camera over there. Most of these guys we have just met. But if we continue to know each other, like, okay, she can operate a camera, he can operate this thing, then it's easier to start doing some things which can show value to the society. So that's strategy number one. Strategy number two is recognition. Make sure that we give credit to whoever has done anything. So for example, after this event, I have to make sure that I give credit to whoever. My brother here, I have to make sure I give credit to my brother there, my sister, even to all speakers, so that other people, they know who did what. So these are the main strategies. Sorry. I have to finish. Yeah, so for collaboration, that means there will be collaboration amongst ourselves. Like the way we are doing today, this event is prepared in collaboration amongst ourselves, but also collaboration among talents in providing services to other offices. I've approached different organizations, told them about this idea. They have been very happy, and they are waiting. And once again, I also discussed about the possibility of jobs. Most of them, if you discuss jobs, they back away. They say, no, I'm sorry, we don't have any jobs. By the way, Finland has a very bad situation at the moment, so don't you ever think about jobs. But when you mention about working together, they say, we are open, please. You can come anytime. That is what I've realized from many offices. But also collaboration with organizations. Now, again, this event, we are organizing it in collaboration with Talent Hub. So we have made another achievement. I think I've already discussed about recognition. Main benefits for collaboration, I think I will have to conclude here. So the main benefits that we can get out of collaboration, number one, we complement the skills and talents. As you have seen me, I can do the photos, I can do the videograph, I can speak, I can organize an event, but unfortunately I cannot do everything myself. I can't be on the camera now, I need somebody to be there. And so these things will be possible because someone can help me. Otherwise, if you guys, you would have not accepted, perhaps I should have canceled this event and there would be nothing. But now we have something to show to other people. But also it's a chance to try out. We have some people who had wishes. I wish I could become a photographer. This is a chance where you can try. You can do any errors. It's not an office where you're employed and you have to be very careful. But it's a chance to try out. Also, it's a chance for self-exploration. This is where a faith, I think, is being born. You are given a chance to try and then you realize, oh, I can do this. Then, when you get that, I think it sparks everything else, anything else. Also, it's another chance to develop with any talent that you have. A chance to build value and also a chance to contribute to the society. And we are going back to where I started, that the key is to contribute. The key in any success is to contribute something. And I can give an example to this. I've been a job seeker for over 5 years. Not that I didn't have jobs. I had jobs, but also I had the jobs which are not related to my field. So I kept on looking for jobs. I sent so many emails to so many people, I don't remember. To very few people I got the response that I'm sorry, your CV is great, but I'm sorry. Some people, I'm sorry you don't speak Finnish. But it all changed when I started this movement about international talents in Kuopio, with what I speak. All of a sudden I see a lot of people looking on my profile and I can see clearly that I'm drawing attention, but only after I started to show that I want to contribute something to the society. And I think we should all think of going with the same mentality of contributing something. Benefits for recognition, of course, I will not discuss this in detail. I think you can see it's a chance to be seen by the different stakeholders. I think we attract attention better when we contribute value than when we seek job. You can put your banner over there on LinkedIn, looking for job, trust me. You will only be available on the case of emergency. They need somebody urgently, they can't find anybody else, then they will come to you. But if you build value, even when they don't have an open position, they will say, please come and let's discuss. Maybe we can create a position for you. That's what I understand up to this moment. Implementation plan, I'm looking forward to maybe have a registration. Of course, we need inspiration and motivation. That's why I connect to Tarja and other coaches, because I need them to come and help, giving us inspiration and how can we use what we have, our degrees, our talents, how can we use them to provide value in the society. We need some motivation and inspiration. And then we will do some registration. We need a database of people where you can tell us where are you good at, what do you wish you could achieve. And then we need some programs, counseling, mentorship, and coaching programs. Again, that falls to coaches like Tarja. But we need facilitation of communication internally and externally. Like I've said, I've already started to communicate some of the organization offices. Over 90%, they are open and they are welcoming us with open hands. You can come and we can work together. And they insist, let's work together. We don't want to hire you, but let's work together. That's what I hear a lot. And what's next? What we're looking forward to do, first of all, is like what we do today. I'm looking forward to do this regularly. We don't have any names yet, so I just put ITK Talks, the International Talents in Kuopio Talks. We want to hear different people, and we want to have a long time of people talking, so we can learn and ask questions. But also, I'm looking forward to organize some events for ourselves. This is also another place where other people can also demonstrate their talents. Even singing, some people they discard singing. So, for example, I remember one time I will finish very soon now. Please stand. 28. Okay. Yeah. So one time I was in the one. I was having a particular chat, and in that group there was one lady from. It was in Mikel, from one university. And then when I was trying to discuss about the talents, she emphasized one thing. She said, Finland does not need any talents. Actually, she said the only talents needed in Finland, mostly, first is cleaning, and second is nursing, because they have a huge population of elders and they have a low population of workers. And then I was surprised, how can she have this mentality, because she also had some people that she's mentoring and coaching. So you can imagine have this mentality, telling it to the international talents. So most of them, I didn't want to argue back because she seemed to be respected or something like that. But I was imagining the kind of mentality other listeners took it back home. And you are graduating Internet of Things, public health, something like that. And then you're being told, no, Finland does not need that. Imagine. Yeah, but other talents, even singing, some is a career. You can do some painting as a career. You can do some podcasts as a career. Providing education is something which people need. And if you do it so well, you can use it as a career. So we are looking forward also to do that. And also, I'm looking forward now. I'm looking forward to do it as my own in serving you, to do also counseling, mentorship, and coaching podcast. And by the way, I would like also to inform you that I've been also selected as by Talent Hub as a mentor in the mentorship program. So I will also be mentoring there. I'm just sad that some people called me or contacted me and told me they didn't get the chance for mentorship under Talent Hub. And I think I will have to arrange to extend the window. I don't know if they will allow me to do that. So we can have one big class of mentorship and coaching. And also we are looking forward to have a collaborative educating. I've been discussing with, I can't recall the name, but one of the project leaders from Talent Hub as well, from UNSO, and he was interested in having the collaborative educating program where you as international talents, you can contribute in educating maybe the youngsters, for example. We have primary school teachers, primary school students. We have also even university students as well. We have businesses who need education from you. We have people doing the international business bachelor degree here. And if you have many contents that business here which want to go international, they might want to hear from you. So we can arrange for that. But also, we can also collaborate and try to serve different businesses and organizations. And once again, I believe this is the best way to attract attention and to secure opportunities. Yeah, I think that was all. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry for talking too much. And that was not enough. I've skipped a lot of words. Yeah, thank you so much, and that was the end of my presentation. I think next, I would love us to have a short moment of questions and answers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you can see me. My name is Marko. More than a question is, if I can come here, maybe. People?
Yes, please.
I'll try to be quick. My name is Marko. I've been living here for 15 years. I'm from Italy. I used to work in integration-related projects similar to Talent Hub called Spring House. So we were also in the job of helping international people finding their path in Finland and getting recognized for their talent and skills. But I have a bone to pick because, I don't see a representation of immigrants in these integration-related projects that are here to help us. Like Ezekiel was just saying, yeah, they're happy, open doors if you want to work for free. But all of us that we want to help ourselves, we go to them and we're doing our services for free. And this is not fair. And it's absolute BS, if I want to be clear. And this is not just me saying it. University of Eastern Finland on Professor Tero Montonen was a part of this project called HIDE. It's a super long name, so I have to check it once again. I apologize. Highly skilled international, bottom-up insight into policy innovation for work and entrepreneurship in Finland. It's spelled HIWE. You can find the webpage, and they have a policy recommendations for these projects and organizations, public and private, that are here to help us find work. One of the things they found out during their investigation is that there's an imbalance of power. You have international talents like us providing, surveys, interviews, group interviews, pre-work, doing the groundwork, like Ezekiel is doing. And across you is sitting someone Finnish, 90% of the time, who is getting a salary for doing the job. I'm asking your help for free. Of course, I want to help other people, but why am I doing it for free and you are getting paid? That is not fair. And another thing is that when Marko Pietilä was here, I love the guy, I worked with him before. This is not anything personal to the individual themselves, but the system is really big broken. He was mentioning there's about 30 people that work in the Talent Hub in Finland. And of these 30, raise your hand, how many do you think are non-Finnish? Zero. There are a few international talents that are hired as for their leadership, which if you're doing a bachelor, as you know, it's a mandatory thing. You cannot graduate if you don't complete your internship. Luckily it's paid, at least to my knowledge, but still, you're not in the same position. Once your internship is over, see ya. Yes, you have a good chance to showcase your skills, absolutely. The recognition is the only thing we have, but it doesn't pay the freaking bills. So, to all of you, if you ever come across this situation, my recommendation from a person that has worked in European-funded projects like NorthSavo Finland is not the only one, just to be clear, you don't have a bone to pick only with them. In NorthSavo, there's many projects that have got a lot of fundings from European Union for doing this sort of projects. And from my research, there's very few that actually have diversity in their team. But Talent Hub is the biggest one at the moment, and I really have a bone to pick with that. So, my recommendation for someone that was lucky to work in these projects before, and by the way, the project I was working before was privately run by a company from Helsinki called Springhouse. We had a 4-people team, 1 Russian, myself from Italy. The project manager was half Finnish and half German, and 1 Finn. Diverse enough, right? So it is possible. And we also got European funded one. So what I see now is project at Talent Hub with 5 million euros for 5 years. So far, I think they spent about 400 to 500,000. So well under budget per year, if you think, 1 million per year. Why are they're not having positions where us can be equal partner, as they are, hired full-time within teams? It's not because we're not skilled enough. It's not because we don't understand installation. We actually understand way better. We've been through it when we moved here. No matter how long you've been here, if you've been here 2 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 15 years, every one of your inputs is valuable. And it's something that these people that are on the other side, they do not have. And they're asking it from you for free. Not fair. So, last thing really before I give point. I don't mean to bring you down, but I've been here so long enough that I don't want to see this repeated again, hopefully. Last thing I want to say, again, it's not just the Talent Hub, there's other projects that are doing much better here in Finland, in Kuopio especially. There's a project from Vamos, from the Diaconia organization. It's called Vamos Career. Small project, 3 people, Turkish worker, a Finnish worker, and a Russian worker. So also there are diversity. And this brings me back to my last point. One thing that I think Talent Hub also noticed in your instance in Finland, when the project started in 2023, I was very hopeful. I said, great, this is now a 5-year project with a lot of funding. I'm sure they're going to hire some international talents. The project before that, which was called NorthSavo Talent Hub, right? It was a 3-year project, and they piloted by hiring the first interns for international talent as interns. So the natural step, okay, we piloted that, it works. The next step, I was really hoping that, okay, let's move from interns to actual team members, full-time hire, right? It didn't happen. And I remember when the project started, when they had the web page on University of Finland website, I went to look at who was in the team, right? On the Finnish. And it was a very nice, there was a very nice sentence though, that left me very hopeful. They were saying, we are aware that us as universities in Finland, we are one of the largest employers in the region, which is true. They employ so many people. And it was mentioning that, we will make sure to, promote diversity and inclusion equity within our project as well. Guess what happened a few months later? The nice paragraph was removed. So I think, and what I'm trying to achieve here is like, to all these projects and people that use and get European money funds, have a look in the mirror and think, how does that go? How do you feel about that? And for you guys, be aware. Don't do your things for free, ever.
Anyone who wants to address or comment or add anything on his point? Tarja, you want to comment anything?
I want to comment about what we just heard. So the one thing came to my mind in my trainings, the one thing that I'm surprised all the time is that when I listen to you, when you are in the training and you tell about yourself and your skills and what you know and what you can do and what you have done and what is your history. So it's actually it's quite amazing, because I think I'm agreeing with you so that we need you. But we don't need you as a cleaners, as you said, you said that cleaners, so that it's wasting talents. If you have a passion somewhere else, and then you have skills to do something. So that's why my aim is to try to help you to understand how important it is that you do what your heart says you need to do and you want to do. Okay, of course we can have a job. I have had a job that I do because it's making possible something else that I want to do. Like that kind of job that is helping me, like cleaning or selling sausages in a grill or anything like that. I have done them, but it's only because I want to get somewhere. I want to do something else, which is more inside me and more based on my heart and talents and skills that I have. And that's something that I want to say to you, that never forget your dreams. Go for them. Go for them. You can maybe do some other work for a while, but don't lose your passion to do something that you know that you are made for, okay? Because this is something that I'm really sometimes thinking afterwards when I'm talking with my group, so that there is a people that knows amazing things, and then I don't have a work, I cannot do anything. You have always possibility to start that business and do what you want and make it through. I said to you that you need to believe it only and make it possible. That's the only thing that I wanted to say.
Okay, if you have any, this is an open discussion, so anyone can contribute something. I will continue, but you can just raise a hand anytime. We have to discuss until 55, then we can wrap up. Yeah. So what I can add. I thought you were helping with the mic. Please.
No, I'm just sure.
And after that, please keep the mic. You can help me.
Testing. So my story, actually, when I came to Finland back in 2002, I didn't have a job. It took me 7 months to find a job. Wasn't easy. I was a cleaner in a gym for 2 years. But what motivates me, or still motivates, and back in the day, is that I wanted to have an income, steady income. I was willing to work, whatever it takes. I learned the language, and I had a great opportunity in the local sports store that they were looking for people to hire back in the day. So I went there, I asked, can I work here? Do you have open positions? And it was very, very long time ago. They said yes. Please send your application. So I stayed there for 9 years. I did my school in Finnish. Then from there I jumped to the Savonia. I did my bachelor there. And from there I got another program for a marketing agency. I worked close to 5 years over there. And from there I did my master's degree in UEF. And from there I jumped to another position that was referred to me, that would you be interested? So the key is that the thing, even if you have the dream, just keep doing something. Don't expect that things are given to you. You have to work for it. And even if you take the lower paid job or it's not what you dreamed of, it's keep it's an opportunity for the next step.
Exactly.
So that's my thing. I was this year laid off from my job, and I've been looking for a job for 5 months. I got this amazing co-worker for a short period of time, but I keep looking. It's just connections, network, meet people, talk to people, and it will come to you. Just don't give up.
Anyone, please help. Please give him the mic. Please give him. Okay, if anybody wants to speak, just let me know and then you can bring you the mic. We still have about maybe 10 minutes, or we can just go up to a clock and then we can pause there. I can add very briefly to, or I can comment briefly on your point. What was your name again? Marko. Yes, so what I can say is that if I'm in that situation, of course now I don't know if am I in that situation or not, because I'm the one who asked to collaborate with Talent Hub. I'm the one who approached them. Yeah, but if, for example, they approach me or I approach them, like it exists now, what I can think of, if they are not paying me, of course they're not getting paid. No, I'm not paying. I'm trying to assume, okay, I should use my situation. So for me, first of all, I have to do some sort of a SWOT analysis. I have to check my strength, I have to check my weaknesses, I have to check opportunities, I have to check the threats. And in doing that, one thing which I like to come so clear with myself is that they might deny me an opportunity to work at the end of the day. So even where I'm working now, I know anything can happen anytime, I can lose anything. Yeah, but the benefits that you can get even working for free, of course, as long as if you have some place else to support you. If you don't have any other support, first of all, you have to survive. You cannot contribute somewhere if you haven't eaten anything. You have to eat. So survival comes first. And then after that, you have to consider getting some resources free of charge. So for example, like I say, I have got this place, I was supposed to pay if it wasn't for Talent Hub. I was supposed to pay for this place. Because I don't have any ties with the university. But Talent Hub reserved this place for me, and with the discussion, it looks like they will help me to access more facilities free of charge. But that is money which has been translated already to substance. So that's one. But number two, you have a chance of selling yourself to outside. Don't limit yourself in that group, because the culture, what I see now, it goes on in Finland, is that if you're working with a particular office, then all you can do is to sell yourself to those people in that office. I can give myself an example. So now I'm working at Navigatory. So maybe I would do many efforts to maybe sell myself to the boss and the manager, maybe the HR, hoping they will hire me at the end of the day. I think that's not right. All you should do is to make sure that you take advantage of that position and selling yourself outside, which is what I believe I'm doing. So even this event, make sure that it's on social media. Make sure that people know the guy is speaking, the guy can take pictures, this guy can do this. And then, the next point, if anyone wants to talk, please raise your hand. Another thing, a point which I've been saying so many times, some of you maybe you can start to feel bored. 8% of jobs that are available nowadays are available not paid applications. I'm also helping some guys at Navigatory preparing CVs, and I can be honest. Sometimes I don't know, I feel some kind of tense, because I know I help you with a CV, and there is a great chance it might not work out. Because you are sending an application, 200 of you are sending an application to one employer, to one position, and maybe they have about 200, of course, they have about 200 applications to assess, and they have only 1 week. So 1 week, just to be very realistic, how can you assess 200 applications for 1 week? And being fair to all 200 people, you cannot. You only take one person. And so what happens is that if you have worked with this people organization, your network is growing, if your title has been known, and at some point it happens they need somebody on a particular position, then they have a direct place to point. We know a guy, he used to work here, he's a photographer, he can fit this position. And then you have got that. Only 20%, and I think even less than that, are available through applications and are being called. And only in urgent situation, they need somebody urgently, they couldn't find anybody in the network who can do that, then they'll say, okay, let's just go roughly through this application. But apart from that, please, you have anybody who can do this job? And they know, it's open on their website, but they have to make a call. Once they get somebody on that, then they have to reject others. That's how it works. I don't think employers want to hear this, but I think it's honest, and at some point we have to tell the truth so that we know what to expect. And that's why I keep on insisting that exposing your talent is the best way to attract attention. And on top of that, and I think we have to, maybe we need more coaching and mentorship so that we can also shift towards entrepreneurship. And I think maybe this is more relevant. It's not an easy option, but I think it's more relevant alternative for the internationals in Finland. This is my personal opinion. So we need more mentorship and guiding. What should I do? Which step should I take? The good thing is, here in Finland, there are some organizations also which support, give the funding interviews. I don't know how much, I've never got one. And I don't know, but of course, Tarja, you told us, I don't remember because I haven't even gone for it yet. But we have some organizations that can support you as an entrepreneur. I don't know if you get money from it. If you get money for supporting entrepreneurship, can you still do some other jobs and get income?
If you get that entrepreneurship startup grant, so you cannot work as an employer to anywhere. So you need to do everything through your company then. So as an entrepreneur, so you can have a salary and this support money startup grant at the same time. And there is several rules that what you need to have and what kind of business you need to have and who is your customers and such things. But those are actually those things that I can help you to find out if you can get the startup grant or not. And I'm always saying that if you start a business, so apply the startup grant. Then you know if you can get it or not. If you just decide yourself that I don't get it and I don't do it, so that definitely is that you don't get it. But if you apply it, you might succeed and get it. But it's really, there are quite a rules, and then they also can twist the rules. Is the right word? So they can also twist the rules so that they don't need to follow up all the rules that it has been made there. So it's very, very complicated system actually.
Yeah, thank you. So I think that's the key. Otherwise, if you think the one you are working with, of course they don't pay you, and you should have an alternative at that time. You can just leave it and go. But if there is no better alternative, then I think you can leverage that situation by making sure you sell yourself. So I think this has also been you can also try to say on social media nowadays. Even if there is a big event organized by a big organization, so just 1 minute, what you can see that after the event, then almost those who are responsible, they will start to show on LinkedIn, I succeeded organizing this event. Of course, thank you to whoever did this. I'm thankful I managed this. I'm thankful I did this. So the other people who follow, then they know clearly who organized this event, who organized this program, who organized this. Though it could be maybe under Talent Hub, but you make sure that you sell yourself. Like, okay, thanks to Talent Hub for the support, but I did organize this mentorship class.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say also. So if you think about that you want to get a job, and then you also think about being entrepreneur. So there is a possibility that when you start an enterprise, and then you are entrepreneur, and you then offer your talents and your products and services to that place where you were thinking to get a job. They buy that most likely from other entrepreneur better than hire somebody, because hiring the person is a risk always for the company. But when they buy from other company, it's much more easier to get that work done. So that might be also the solution because risk taker is always the entrepreneur. So they are thinking that they buy services from other entrepreneur, so it's much more easier, not so risky. And that's the point also there, that sometimes entrepreneurship is the way to get work, actually.
That's very true, and not just in Finland. I think I'm coming from Tanzania, for those who also one of the, and it has even started to be featured in the training. Some companies are being trained that do not hire people, buy services from a particular company. So they used to have a photographer, but nowadays they only hire if they have an event, then they hire photographers. But if there is no event, nothing. But if they would hire you, then they have to pay you monthly, and that's how they have this cost to income ratio.
Exactly.
It becomes really terrible.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, now I think we have come to the end. Thank you so much for all of you who have come here. I really appreciate. So what's next is that I will continue to update almost all the plans in our pages, the International Talents in Kuopio, Facebook and LinkedIn page. And I will also contact those that we have started some conversation. I will contact you so that we can know what is next. Maybe if there's anyone to give any comment before we wrap this up. Just a word, I think, where is the mic? You have it. Please, you can give this lady. I feel she has something to say. Yes. Just 1 minute.
Oh, really? I didn't know I had something to say. I'm going to say, I can bake, so if you need someone to bake, you can call me.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. This is what we need. This is what we need. Speak for yourself. Yeah, just finishing. Yes.
Then I can draw. So if you need someone to draw something for you, you can call.
Fantastic. Yeah, we had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and he's a fan, and he also admitted one thing in Finland, they have a culture of being reserved. So for them, they don't speak for themselves. Even when I help some of them making CVs, they find it very hard in saying, okay, I can do this. To make a CV, you have to speak better about yourself. And some of them, they feel they are lying. So they will say, no, that's not true. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. But it ends up creating a culture where you don't speak for yourself. You wait to be appointed. Like, okay, come here regardless. But that does not work. It does not work for Finns, does not work for us. And it's even worse for us because we are in the foreign land. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. And of course, some people may start to, distance themselves maybe from you, they don't like it. And that's the normal way. Some people will always hate you when they realize you are good at something. Do not fear that. Speak for yourself. You have a talent, speak for yourself. Find ways to survive, but speak for yourself and work on your talent.
All right, thank you so much. I guess this will be a wrap. Thank you for International Talent in Kuopio. I got the event, and thank you so much to my colleague who has actually taken my international platform. Harry, just to also probably say, I do speaking events. I'm an orator. And so maybe people have events and stuff like that. You want me to come and do Masters of Ceremony? I do that very amazing.
I invited somebody today.
Yeah.
And you can sing.
Yeah, and I think before I came to Finland also, I also was volunteering with International Missions Opportunity, the non-governmental organization back there in Africa to do amazing things in I was also collaborating with them. So if you need someone to speak at events, I'm there, probably next one and all. Thank you.
Please email me and then we can keep in touch. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. I really appreciate and respect it.